Okay, so change is difficult. Let's look at this belief. Again, you have to recognize when this is coming up because there'll be a pattern. So where in your life is change difficult? Then you have to ask yourself why. What is it about this change that you feel threatened, afraid, confused? What are the emotions that are coming up? What's underpinning this? What emotion is coming up? When did you feel that first? You could be carrying this for a long, long time. So what are you afraid of? What's going to happen if you do change? Yeah. And what would be good about that? Because you've chosen the change. What would be good about the change? What are the reasons you want that change to happen? What would not making the change mean to you? What would be good about not making that change? What's good about staying where you are right now? Because resistance to change sometimes, it's almost like sometimes we don't want it bad enough, or it can be quite simply, if it's not in alignment, if it's not truly you, sometimes you can be hesitant because it's not right for you, and you kind of deep down know it. What is it about this belief? Okay, when does it show up? What emotions is it bringing up for you? Because when you're in alignment, when you're doing something that is completely natural and right for you and exactly where you're meant to be, and you are being you 100%, change shouldn't be difficult at all. You wouldn't even recognize it as a change because you're doing what comes naturally to you. Okay, so when you are being you, it's not actually you that's changing at all. It's the circumstances around you. It's the people you deal with. It's where you go. For example, if you are, say, you've got some friends that aren't really in alignment with you, they're kind of having a negative effect on you, if they're judgmental or critical, or even if you just don't have the same interests or a different sense of humor or whatever, and you don't feel great when you're in their company. A very simple change to get in alignment will be to stop hanging out with them. Stop spending time with them. Let it fall away. Now, that is a very simple example of you being you and standing, strong. If you don't enjoy doing it, stop doing it. And that's a change. Because then that leaves a space for other friends to come in, for other people to come in, and for you to increase the joy and the happiness in your life. Because that's what change is. Change is about opportunity. It's about giving yourself the space to be better. And change is so easy when you know what you're doing. With the work I do, it's a combination of Akashic record reading and life coaching. And what I can do is I look into a client's record and I can see what they are really good at, what their gifts are, what their soul personality is like. So I could tell you, okay, this is who you are. This is what you're really good at. So you can identify then in your life, you look and you see, okay, that's not in alignment. That doesn't feel good. I'm really good at this. I'd like to do more of it. So they're adjustments that you're making to keep yourself in alignment. Change itself doesn't have to be difficult, because if it's natural and it's about you and it's about creating joy in your life and happiness and making you feel comfortable in your own skin, that shouldn't be hard. If it feels hard, you're very definitely in the wrong space. So do tackle those questions. I want you to work your way through the questions like, where does the belief come from? What evidence do you have that is true? What would happen if I succeeded? What would happen if I don't? What would it mean to me? Either option. Who would I be if it succeeded? How would people treat me differently? How would my friends think of me? How would my family think of me? Imagine if I could do all of these things. Imagine if it all worked. What would that mean? What is comfortable about not changing? Because how we approach change and our reason for change are so important, because what you need to know is who you are at a really deep soul level. You need to know who you are and what you really, really want out of life and what is going to make you happy. So change shall be easy. It should be a natural flow. You will surprise yourself. Try something small, see how you get on. Now, I will be in touch by email. I will check in with you and make sure you're okay after this video. If anything comes up that you're confused about, that you don't like, if you're triggered by anything, please do reply. Please do get in touch with me and I'll see if I can help you with it. But believe you me, change can be so easy and so natural. It really is not something you need to be afraid of.